Volcano in Hawaii. Wall of lava crawling across Hawaii is the sign's end of the world. May 19, 2018. Stunning time-lapse footage has captured the moment a wall of lava slowly advanced across a Hawaii road amid mass eruptions across the island. Hawaii's Kilauea volcano has already destroyed 35 homes and buildings and forced 1,700 people to leave their residences since it erupted on Thursday, spewing lava and toxic gas from volcanic vents in a small area of Hawaii's Big Island. Red-hot lava flows engulfed homes, trees, cars, and streets, with nothing able to stem the inevitable advance of molten rock. Time-lapse video footage shows one stream on lava as it crawled across a street, towards a parked car. The white Mustang later erupts in flames before being entirely consumed by the lava.
The volcano spewing lava, potentially dangerous toxic gases hundreds of feet in the air.
Some of that lava shooting higher than the tip of the Statue of Liberty's torch. At least 10 vents from the volcano have opened up in the ground. Dozens of homes have been destroyed and some 1,800 people evacuated. ABC's Kana Whitworth is on Hawaii's Big Island with the very latest. Good morning to you, Kana.
Hey, Michael, good morning. So some of those lava flows lasted for 5 hours, traveling a half-mile, destroying everything in its path. This while authorities like the National Guard here behind me and residents alike are helpless. They just have to sit by and watch their neighborhood get devoured. Overnight, another crack in the Kilauea volcano causing continuous eruptions. Lava skyrocketing 300 feet in the air as it devours everything in its path, threatening more and more homes each day.
My son asks, Mommy, can we go home?
We could hear the lava exploding right from the house. And so, is the house going to still be there when we go back over there?
The crackling lava heard as it races down the streets. Witnesses comparing the sound of the volcano's cracks to ocean waves.
It's heartbreaking, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon.
This drone video shows the lava encroaching on the Leilani Estates neighborhood, where at least 1,700 people have been evacuated and at least 30 structures destroyed. Against the apocalyptic background, some nervous residents were allowed back home to gather belongings and pets.
When you see people bringing in trucks into the neighborhood, I mean, they must really have the mentality that they might never be going home again.
Yeah, that is a very high possibility. The people that live in that community understand that this is serious.
And now this morning, a dangerous new health threat, potentially toxic levels of sulfuric gas spewing into the air, causing shortness of breath and skin irritation.
But now it's just sad. What's happening in Leilani?
5,000 miles to the west, there's another breaking story we're watching very closely right now. A massive earthquake off the west coast triggering a tsunami warning for Hawaii. Larry Yamada from our ABC affiliate in Hawaii reports.
Very serious situation here in Hawaii. Earlier this evening, the civil defense calling for an evacuation of all low-lying areas because of a tsunami threat in our area that generated by the 7.7 earthquake in Canada. We're expecting waves of up to 3 to 6 to 7 feet. Haven't seen that materialize yet, even though they are seeing some of those tsunami waves come in at a couple of feet or so. Still a fairly serious situation out here with what may happen in some of the bays. It's still going to be a long night tonight. They're still going to have to wait at least a couple more hours before they can even consider lowering that advisory. But it appears that it's not going to be as bad as they once predicted. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Lara. Let's get it back out to Sam for a little bit more on this. Sam, can you walk me through the science here? How long could they possibly be on alert in Hawaii?
Dan, and first of all, as soon as that earthquake happened and knowing it's a 7.7 and anything above a 7 can lead to a tsunami, they did all the right things. They put those warnings out thinking that maybe this would be a bad run of waves. And in case, just in case, they need to evacuate those folks who might be in the way. So evacuating those lower levels of Hawaii were a very good idea, even though those first waves seemed to be about 2 or 3 feet. So you'd initially think that that first wave will run away from that and start to sweep in all directions after that. Remember, this is a subsident zone, which means that one plate is under another plate lifting it up. so it creates like a flipper underwater, and that makes a little splash, a little wave or two, and one or two or three, or in this case 4 waves, went out and went across toward Hawaii and went down the coast of California as well. Now, normally you would look for the bigger waves and the bigger tsunami problems at about an 8 or a 9, but they did absolutely the right thing by getting those warnings out and having those sirens go at a 7-7, because it's right in the threshold, Dan, of where you would expect that wave to go. From what we know of these waves right now, they've been traveling. We feel like the waves have been like 2 to 4 feet in many locations, but you can't give everyone the all clear until that entire buoy system says the water has stopped swinging through here. Remember, a lot of that water is under the surface, that little lift, and so those buoys are measuring it all the way down to the bottom of the ocean there. So until the buoys have said it's all calm, you can't give the all clear. There may be more aftershocks. There could be more waves. Dan?
Toxic gas. Just last night, the Big Island of Hawaii was hit by the most powerful earthquake in 40 years. All this as Kilauea volcano is erupting, bringing molten lava and dangerous sulfur dioxide gas. Look at those visuals, clearing residential neighborhoods.
And we've got some new video coming in this morning from the Hawaii Department of Defense. Look at this. It shows the lava flowing out of what's called a fissure. Smoke there surrounding people's homes.
Yeah, nearly 2,000 people have been forced from their homes. And ABC's Marcy Gonzalez is right there on the Big Island with the very latest for this morning. Marcy, good morning to you.
Paul and Dan, good morning. Yes, since they don't know when and where the ground could open up again, the National Guard is set up, ready for the possibility of more evacuations as this area deals with aftershocks and more eruptions. Overnight, nature's fireworks show on Hawaii's Big Island. Molten rock and flames spewing into the air, glowing lava lighting up the sky and flowing into neighborhoods.
It just seems like it keeps fissuring upwards and becoming more hazardous.
New fissures opening up after multiple earthquakes. A 5.0 shaking the Big Island on Thursday, the Kilauea volcano erupting just hours later. 2 more quakes happening Friday, including a 6.9 magnitude, the largest in the state since 1975. Rattling homes and nerves.
You guys all right?
Causing landslides and shutting down roads.
This isn't stopping.
The aftershocks ongoing as the flow of lava, which the U.S. Geological Survey expects to speed up in the coming days, forces at least 1,800 people to evacuate.
Just knowing that we're not going to have a house and the lava might take it. My wife is still in tears, you know.
At least 2 houses already destroyed in this community, where the ground's opening up miles from the actual volcano crater. Closer, the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, a major tourist attraction, now closed as that plume of thick pink smoke pours over the island, sending dangerous levels of toxic sulfur dioxide into
Knock it off. 地面が割れてます。